Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over Scovillain EX in the games, video games. It's actually kind of fun to play around with. I like the idea of a grass and fire type, dual type. I like that it's based off of peppers, and the name is based off of the Scoville scale, which is to say how spicy a pepper is. And today we're going over Scovillain EX. Scovillain EX is a dual type in the game, and it has the ability double type. This Pokemon is both fire and grass type. So this is going to be really pretty decent. The fire typing doesn't do a ton right this second as far as weaknesses go, but the fact that it is also grass type means decks like Roaring Moon, it means decks like, say for instance, I don't know, Charizard, maybe, perhaps. Those decks are going to have to think twice about this deck and really have to think twice about how much damage they're putting out. It does have an attack Spicy Rage for fire and fire. It does 10 plus 70 more damage for each damage counter. Spicy Rage, fire and fire.
Like an ignoramus.
Ow. It does have the attack Spicy Rage for fire and fire, 10 plus 70 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So really all it kind of needs is, say for instance, 3 damage counters on it, and it's doing 220. We're going to double that, blast away a Charizard. We need 2 on it to blast away a Roaring Moon. I know that deck doesn't see a ton of play, but it is still relevant, and that's why we are happy to be a grass type. We are also running the Dudunsparce with its Run Away Draw ability. If it's anywhere in play, at any point in time, draw 3 cards, and then shuffle Dudunsparce back into the deck. It's a really good draw engine. I think it's going to help out a lot. We're going to be able to hopefully just continuously move and get a Dudunsparce or a Dunsparce every turn. That way we can always draw 3 cards. We are also running the Froslass. Froslass with its Freezing Shroud ability says during Pokemon checkup, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon with an ability, both yours and your opponent's, except for any Froslass. So in between turns, we're putting down damage counters, which, I mean, Scovillain kind of wants to have damage counters on it. Scovillain has an ability, so we're going to be pretty happy with that. We are also running Fezandipiti with Flip the Script. If at any point in time one of your Pokemon were knocked out on your opponent's turn, you can draw 3 cards, but you can't use it again. We have Bloodmoon Ursaluna with its Season Skill ability. Says, hey, for every prize card your opponent has taken, Bloodmoon, the attack, is 1 colorless less. Bloodmoon, the attack, typically for 5, but we're going to be using it late game, so potentially 1 to 0 cards, or 1 to 0 energy, I should say. Does 240, can't use it again. We're running Entei V. Entei V says fleet-footed. If it's in the active, draw a card. And Burning Rondo says fire and colorless, 20 plus 20 more for each Pokemon on the field on the benches, yours and your opponent's. So at max, it's doing 220. We're able to knock out quite a bit with that. It's a good backup attacker to the backup attacker of Ursaluna. We are running the Arven, Iono, and Boss's Order. This is a really standard supporter list. Arven says, hey, search your deck for a tool and an item, put them in your hand. Iono says, hey, both players shuffle their hands, throw them on the bottom of the deck, and then draw however many prize cards they have remaining. And Boss's Order says, pull up a bench from your opponent, pull up a bench, put it inactive, and you're good. We're running what I think is a pretty standard lineup of Items, Buddy-Buddy Poffin, search your deck for 2 Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them on the bench. Damage Pump is really good in this deck. It's something that we need to be paying attention to. Damage Pump says move 2 damage counters from one Pokemon to one of your, or to...
That you do.
That's gonna get clipped. Damage Pump says move 2 damage counters from one Pokemon to your other Pokemon, however you like. So it could be 1 and 1, it could be 2 on 1, however you want to do it. Damage Pump is there to help you out, which is going to be really good for Scovillain and using Froslass and putting damage counters everywhere. So we should be pretty happy with that. We are running the Prime Catcher. Prime Catcher says switch your opponent's bench with their active, and you can do the same if you do so. Other than that, we are running 2 Magma Basin. Magma Basin is pretty good. Attach a fire energy from your discard to one of your benched fire Pokemon, and then that Pokemon takes 20 damage, which is kind of nice, because then we can put that on a Scovillain, move it to the front. Jobs are good. That's the deck list. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how we do. Okay, so with this deck, we kind of want to go first, and we will. We want to go first because we want to be able to evolve the Dunsparce, evolve Froslass, evolve Scovillain, kind of get everything rolling, and then potentially use Arven turn 2 to get everything even more going. Get that Entei down and get the Forest Sealstone down, kind of move that along. And we will be hitting the mulligan. It has been brought up in my comments before. If you are wondering about how many prize cards they have remaining, normally it's behind my face, but you can just look over here to the V-Star side. You can look over here and you'll see the prize cards when they get put up. This is a pretty ugly hand, in all honesty. We could have, if we had a basic, we could have Ultra Balled these 2 off, put Magma Basin down, kind of started moving that way, but we don't really need to. I'm kind of okay with this being thrown away. Okay, so this is a little bit better. We can do a Capsakid here, a Dunsparce here, and we can hold off for now. We do get another Scovillain. That's okay. We can attach and we can pass. Hopefully we get something like Arven this next turn, or Dudunsparce would be really cool. With this deck, I would imagine it's Terrapagos EX, given the Hoot Hoot, but it could be a myriad of different things. Town Store goes down. We're kind of okay with that. It doesn't really do much for us at the moment. Okay, Bravery Charm down. I guess that could go on Terrapagos. And it passes back to us, and we have an Arven. I'm okay with this. We'll go ahead and build up and attach here. We can go ahead and Arven here. Let's go ahead and... what do I want to do? What I want to do is get... Okay. What we can do here... let's get Buddy-Buddy, and we can get TM Evo. Yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. Buddy-Buddy here. We'll go to another Capsakid and a Froslass. I'm okay with that. And then we can go ahead and TM Evo here. And then we'll do Evolution. Evolution, I think, is really good here. What we're going to do is we're going to evolve the Froslass and the Dudunsparce. Kind of start getting draw engines going. That'll end our turn. And then we'll get a 1 and a 1. We're pretty happy with things going that way. Yeah, getting to Dunsparce is kind of good. We'll be able to draw 3 cards. We already have the Scovillain here, so we're not truly worried about anything. Conceal cards, throws away. Okay, so we might even be going against a Pikachu here. Which if... Okay, wrong Noctowl. That's good to know. We are playing on Fun Deck Friday, so we're going to see decks that probably aren't 100% meta in this particular case, but Scovillain is not meta, so kind of okay. It's a fun deck. It potentially could be dangerous to certain decks on the meta, like I said earlier with Charizard, but overall, Scovillain's not the one. Okay, well, we got another Scovillain. Okay, that's fine. We can go ahead and runaway draw here. Okay, that'll work, I guess. We can drop that there, and we can... Yeah, we'll go ahead and save that rescue board. You know what? Fezandipiti down isn't bad. We'll just go ahead and Spicy Rage and take a knockout. And we get a counter catcher. That doesn't help us. I was kind of hoping for something like Arven, but it'll do. It'll do, pig. With this, okay, we've got a Bouffalon down. That saves them for a little bit. This is, I think, the Terrapagos build or Terrapagos deck that you get just regular, so who knows? I have no clue what else they have in their hand. I would imagine, okay, Team Yell, Cheer. Okay, that's going to put back the knockdown. They can't be that, I mean, unless it's just all supporters, but it can't be that bad. Bravery Charm down, okay. Unless it's all supporters and tools, but I would be really surprised if that's the case. Magma Basin, that's fine. It doesn't do anything for us at the moment, and we'll just go ahead and swing. This is a really bad showing, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And an Ultra Ball. Okay. Ultra Ball can get rid of a couple things for us. Let's see, with this hand, I think we'll use the Ultra Ball to get another Capsakid, and then we can Magma Basin. Okay, Bravery Charm down 150. We're still knocking it out. The longer we go with Scovillain not being attacked, the better it is. Another town store. Okay, nothing to grab. And then it's going to have to be a pass turn if they don't have anything in their hand. Then again, this might be... I mean, like I said, it's Fun Deck Friday, so we're going to see decks that don't. Okay, and they let us have it that way. That is perfectly okay. Love to see that, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so like I said in the last game, we really do want to go first. Evolving into Dudunsparce is important. Evolving into Froslass, we're not going to this time, but that's okay. We could use the supporter to get set up. Okay, we don't get anything here, but they don't either. That's good to know. Okay. We have things moving for us. And it looks like we're probably going against a... we are going to be going against a potentially... Oh, okay, we're going against Grass Scovillain. Okay, we're going against Hand Mill. Okay, we're going against Hand Disruption Scovillain. Okay, should be easy to deal with. Bonus turn, we will just go ahead and Radiant Greninja. Fire away. We can then go ahead and Earthen Vessel. Okay. Yeah, okay, we could actually be doing pretty good here, depending on what we get off top deck and what we get with this Radiant Greninja. Okay, we get the Arven. Let's go ahead and Radiant Greninja here. Iono and Earthen Vessel. Okay, let's go ahead and Earthen Vessel away this Iono. We can go ahead and take 2 here. We can attach. Let's see. We can then Arven. Arven gets us the Forest Sealstone and a Buddy-Buddy here. Forest Sealstone. We're going to sequence this correctly. We're going to Star Alchemy for... I know. It's got to go all the way for the Magma Basin here. We are then going to play Magma Basin, and we are going to use Magma Basin, putting it on Entei. Does take the 10 or the 20, that's fine. What I want to do here is Buddy-Buddy. Capsakid, and well, let's get 2 Capsakid. I will then go ahead and damage pump away. Putting 1 in 1, we can go ahead and prime catcher up this Capsakid. We will be using Entei V. And with that, we'll go ahead and Burning Rondo, take out this Capsakid, and hold them off as far as attackers go. And they'll concede. Okay, we're just... Okay, so like I said in the last one, going first is actually kind of important. Now, if we do get, say, the Entei V and we get a couple cards, we could go second and kind of get a cheeky KO early on. But for the most part, this deck wants to go first. We want to be able to evolve into
Yeah, you're taking it to the... Come on, Jimmy, we don't have a lot of time.
Dunsparce. We want to evolve into Froslass, and we want to evolve into Scovillain pretty quickly. It is the main attacker, so getting those lines up is pretty important. Okay, so I'm okay with actually losing my Radiant Greninja if I have to. Okay, so this one, well, hold on. We might actually be doing pretty well. This, okay. Magma Basin down. It's not a great start to things, but that's okay. We don't want the Ursaluna down right now. It's a liability, and it takes too long to get things moving for it. And Arven for Buddy-Buddy. If this is a Charizard, we might be able to do pretty well as long as we consistently have a Scovillain to attack with. Oh, it's Hydreigon. Okay. I have not gone against a Hydreigon, so it'll be interesting to play against this. I would imagine Hydreigon has a very similar lineup as far as Pokemon go for like Pidgeot, Rotom, a 3-1-3 line of Hydreigon, I would imagine. And we'll just go ahead and Rotom. Okay, let's go ahead and conceal cards here. An Ultra Ball. Okay, what I would like to see here. We can go ahead and get rid of Ursaluna. Yeah, we'll get rid of Iono. What we can do here is we can get the Entei drop down. We can Magma Basin to it. We can do a Froslass here. Right now we're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. We can then go ahead and do Arven for... I like Buddy-Buddy, and I like... Do I like Team Evo? We don't have... Okay, that's something to note. I don't mind the Rescue Board here. Buddy-Buddy down. Let's get ourselves a Capsakid and a Dunsparce here. I think that's fine. We can go ahead and Damage Pump onto this Capsakid. Rescue Board. Retreat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay. 16, 17. Okay, so we're not able to knock out from here. That's fine. Okay, another Scovillain. That'll work for now. I believe Hydreigon is weak to grass. Let me look. Hydreigon is weak to grass, so having a Scovillain here is also very, very good. Let's see how many fire? We do have 1. Okay, so we could potentially be able to Fleetfoot, see what we get, the Dunsparce, see what we get, Scovillain, Magma Basin down to the Scovillain, potentially getting things, if we can get a, let's see, if we can get, I think it would be good if we can get the Prime Catcher, that would be a good thing, and Rotom V. We can just give him more cards, that's fine. Oh, he's going for Star Alchemy. Okay. He's going to have to attach... Let's see, 200, discard. Okay. So what he could be doing here is getting the... I could very easily see him going to get Sparkling Crystal to attach to Hydreigon, attach Energy for turn, retreat, Hydreigon 200. Okay, he's not doing that. Okay, we have a chance here. Okay, everybody gets another little extra. And we have another Magma Basin. Let's go ahead and attach, or evolve. Let's go ahead and Magma Basin here. That gives us plenty. Let's go ahead and Fleet-Footed, see what we get. We get a Boss's Order. This is okay. Hold on. We're cooking. Okay. I think I like... I want to hold on to that vacuum. What we can do here is Iono. It's going to bring them down to 6. They have 10. We're going to shuffle up that hand. He already went and grabbed stuff that he wanted, so we don't want him to have that stuff. We can attach here. We can go ahead and Buddy-Buddy Poffin for another Dunsparce and another Capsakid. I think that's fine. I don't mind concealed cards here. Okay. We're cooking. We're doing pretty well here. We will go ahead and take the knockout, though. Then we tick over with Freezing Shroud, and we're happy. Okay, another Capsakid and a Fezandipiti, which is actually going to be pretty helpful here. We can bring up our Radiant Greninja. Okay, another Hydreigon down. That's fine. Again, he is weak to grass, so we're not going to worry too much. He does have the attack, Crashing Headbutt, so he will be knocking out this Entei. That's fine. What we'll do is... Yep, Crashing Headbutt. Okay, that's not really a worry here. More fire is good. Drop that down. And we get the Buddy-Buddy. We're not worried about it. We will go ahead and drop a Fezandipiti here. And we will flip the script. Another Snorunt, another Froslass. That's fine. We can go ahead and Dunsparce here. I think that's smart. Another Scovillain. Okay. We want Dunsparce down. We want Scovillain. We want to Magma Basin onto the Scovillain. We want to Rescue Board onto Fezandipiti. We want to attach. We want to retreat. Let's see. What do I want here? We can go ahead and Arven here. I think getting a damage pump is smart. And I think... you know what? Let me look at the board. Let's look at our whole deck. We have 2 energy there. I think getting that is fine. That helps us out. He'll know what we have in hand here, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and swing for knockout.
Yeah, boy.
Take another 2 prizes. Another Capsakid and a Fire Energy. That'll tick over, giving this Scovillain the chance to knock out that Hydreigon. Okay, throws down Mimikyu. May try to retreat into Mimikyu, I would imagine, so that we're not able to attack it. That's fine. We have the Prime Catcher, if that's the case. If not, we can always... Okay, and hits the Iono. Smart, smart, smart. Okay, we have Arven. We're not worried about it now. We have Arven and Earthen Vessel. Crashing Headbutt does hit. We have Fezandipiti. Okay, we're not worried about that. Get the Fire Energy, which is what we actually wanted. We can go ahead and retreat into Scovillain, and we will just be nice and take the knockout. Well, there you go. You have Scovillain EX. It's a really fun deck, honestly. It's very straightforward, but I think with the pieces that we've put into this deck, it actually can compete. Hydreigon, weak to grass. Charizard, weak to grass. Big Stage 2 Dark type Pokemon that are gonna fear Scovillain. You've got Roaring Moon that's gonna fear Scovillain. You've got Entei in there. If somebody decides to throw down, say, I don't know, Area 0 Underdepths, just makes Entei stronger at that point. It's kind of got an answer for everything, but it also doesn't. Scovillain is very weak. It's going to get knocked out as a retaliation, so be aware of that and kind of have your stuff ready to go and make sure we are always have the ability to attack with Scovillain and put damage on Scovillain. Would I take this to a cup or a challenge? Yes, I would actually. This is that. Those 3 games were really fun. They were really exciting. For me, at least, I thought, wow, I always have something in hand. This is awesome. So honestly, yeah, I probably would take to a cup challenge. Would I take this to a regional? It would depend on the meta. If I know that Charizard and Hydreigon are really popular, yes. But at that same time, you've got things in the meta that probably don't really care about this particular Scovillain. Yes, we don't want to go against something with the Dusknoir line, but also if we put a fresh Scovillain down and they're not able to kill it, just hitting it with a Duskull or Dusclops allows us to immediately start winning again. So, maybe this is something worth looking at. I don't know that it is, however, probably regional meta worthy. What would I change in this deck? I would like to probably see another Magma Basin. Having 2, getting 1 prized, and then not being able to find it. That could hurt us. I mean, yes, we do have Forest Sealstone, so we can always find it for that turn, but potentially another Forest Sealstone in here would be good. I could see getting rid of an Iono. Personally, I could see getting rid of an Iono. I like the Lost Vacuum in here. Plus, another Magma Basin is just another Stadium Bump for Area 0 Underdepths. Honestly, I like this deck. I think this deck is pretty decent on its own how it is right this second. I like the draw support from the Dunsparce. I like the draw support from Iono. I like the draw support from Radiant Greninja and Fezandipiti. I like Arven being able to grab anything we want. I like the damage pumps in here. Honestly, I don't know that I would change too much. Maybe 1 Iono for another Magma Basin, just for another Stadium Bump, and for that guarantee of putting energy in play and damage in play onto your Scovillains. Other than that, that's a good deck. Is it changing the meta? No, it's not going to show up and just start wreaking havoc and all of a sudden Regidrago's no longer in the finals. But it's good. It's good. I like it. I genuinely think this is a good deck, and it'll be fun to play at your locals. If you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that help me put together weird decks like this and try it out and show you guys how it works. With that, have fun, stay safe, I love you, bye.